For the last year, welcome to the Rio All-Suite Hotel and Casino with a 2021 World Series of Poker main event.
Well, Doyle, what has brought you back to the World Series of Poker?
Boredom. I was just sitting at home for the whole year almost, and they asked me to come, and I was glad to come.
What's it like to be back?
It's great. I'm having a little bit of hard luck here at the table, but, but that's got to be expected. They say you catch all your hands when you're young anyway, and I believe it.
The main is clearly something special. What does this tournament specifically mean to you?
Well, it means the beginning of something that Jack and Benny thought up so many years ago, and I was privileged to be right there with them for all the first 20 years or so, and it's just it's gratifying to see these big turnouts. So I'm happy about it.
Best of luck. Great to see you as always. Thank you so much for the time. Yeah, guys, I heard someone ranting and raving about a nice call that they made in like a 5K pot. So I knew that Sam Grafton was here. Just stand up real quick, just while she's shuffling. I won't take away too much of your time. Lon McCarron was saying earlier that he noticed that you had made a couple of deep runs. I investigated a little bit further. I think you're buried this fall.
Yeah, I'm always buried. My best summer, I broke even 1 year, and it was a great summer. I had a smile on my face. I went through customs with my head held high after I broke even. But yeah, I mean, I'm always a little bit buried. But we got the main, we got high rollers to come, so there's always a chance, Jeff. What
is it like to be back here at the main?
Oh, it's great. I mean, this is an amazing atmosphere. It's Christmas Day for poker players. You walk in with a smile on your face. Great table, really nice people, and so yeah, I'm having a blast.
And they like you a lot too, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I called Steve here with Jack High on the river. He announced good call, which I think his hand should be dead at that point, but he's bluffing with ace high. So they like me when I doubled this man up with sixes. I mean, I'm handing it.
They love you.
It is like Christmas Day for them as well.
Best of luck.
Thank you, Jeff. Cheers.
Appreciate it. Well, you never really know who you're going to run into throughout the course of the World Series of Poker main event. Although I was pretty sure at the beginning of the day that I would not see Captain Jack Sparrow. And I was absolutely wrong, because the captain is here. So have you stolen any chips lately?
Just a couple of pieces of booty that we've got, that's for sure.
And you've come prepared for battle, yes?
Yes. I have my guns and my sword with me. They're all on the Black Pearl. Looking for it. Where's the rum? Where's the rum?
It's an excellent question. It's an answer for you.
I wish I had some rum.
How's your day going so far? There we go.
I need a winch. We got any bar winches around here?
I don't.
The day's good. The day is good. We're all amongst our friends. We're all having a good time and having fun, except for seat 8, who keeps taking all the chips.
Well, he's probably having a great time now.
Look at the smile on that guy's face. Looks like he killed my cat.
Well, Captain, we wish you the best of luck throughout the course of this venture, this journey that you're on.
Yes, thank you very much, and may everybody have a great time, and only I bag. I mean, everybody bag.
Well, Kelly, 2 top 50 finishes in the main. What kind of advantage does that experience bring you?
You know, it brings a lot of experience and advantage because there really isn't many tournaments that go that long.
Yeah.
And you know, it really takes a lot of mental robustness to really go that long. So I think, you know, those 2 I consider warm-ups for when I final table and eventually win. So yeah, I think it helps me a lot.
What's it like to be back here after more than 2 years away from the Rio?
Oh, it's great. It's really great. It was interesting to come and play in the fall. It's just been a great experience. It's always fun to play in the World Series.
Thank you for the time. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, a quick minute with Jason Koon. Jason, you've played plenty of bigger buy-ins, but does the main event still feel special to you?
Oh man, it's buzzing in here. I'm loving it. It's really great. I've met a lot of cool people today, and it's just so nice to be around so many people that are excited to come here, and it's just something special about this tournament. Nothing like it.
What do you think about seeing Doyle in the building?
Oh my God, I saw him roll up earlier, and I was just so pumped. I had a moment about 2 years ago now, maybe 18 months ago, where I got to play some really big no-limit cash games with him, and it was an amazing 2 days where he was telling stories, and I just got to sit in Bobby's room and play Giant Cash with Doyle, and I was like, this guy's 80 and he's like battling me at big stakes cash, and here he is playing the main event. The guy's just such a legend. I don't think we'll ever see someone like him again.
That's what it's all about right there. Finally for you, Jason, your first main event as a World Series of Poker bracelet winner. Does it feel any different when you walk into these hallways?
I get a lot more like, hey, congrats, you finally won a bracelet. So that's different, which is cool. But no, it doesn't. I've always had the same kind of nostalgic, excited feeling to be in the Rio in general, and the main event's just the most special of them all.
We'll send you back to it. Thanks for the time.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. One question with Jack as we check in throughout the main event with World Series of Poker Vice President Jack Effel. Jack, for today's question, I want to shift our focus to tomorrow and the much anticipated Day 1D field. What are your expectations for that?
Well, listen, registrations have actually been increasing pretty rapidly over the last several hours. Day 1A, Day 1B, we saw more players enter the field. Today, it was a little bit smaller, but tomorrow I think is going to be much bigger. Just kind of looking forward over to the next few days, there's 6 flights now, trying to anticipate all of the international travelers that are going to get here once the international travel ban is lifted come November 8th, right? And there's about 48 hours once that happens for all of the international players to try to get here. And so just kind of following the numbers, kind of hearing the buzz, watching the registrations come in, seeing the lines, that sort of thing. Tomorrow's going to be big, right? I really do believe that, we're going to be in a place tomorrow where we could say, like, that's kind of enough, guys, right? And we may have to cut it off and say, look, there's no more for today, and we're going to have to get you to register for Monday, right? And we're going to do everything to communicate that, tell everyone, say, this is open, this is not open, and just, kind of stay in front of that. Tuesday is not going to be a fun day for some folks trying to come in for 1F. Just letting everyone know, like, we're encouraging you, if you want to play a day, and you're here, don't wait until F. F is always, or whatever the last starting day is for any flight. I know everyone wants to say, I want to play at the very last minute. I mean, you do have that option to come play any of the day 2s as well. You can come play Wednesday all the way up until 3:40 p.m. on November 10th. Like, that's an option, right? But if I was telling you, like, when is a good time, you should come when I know that I can accommodate you. I have dealers, there's tables, there's all of that for you, where I know that you can be accommodated and you're not going to have to wait. You're not going to have to play 10-handed and that sort of thing, right? And so when is that, right? So tomorrow there may be a time where I have to say, there's no more, guys. Like, I don't have the dealers. We do have tables, but we may not be able to staff it, right? And so then at that point, we would say, you're going to have to come tomorrow. Monday's a really good day. I would encourage a lot of guys to play Monday and not wait until Tuesday. Tuesday, just anticipating what could happen. You may be waiting. You may be 10-handed. You may be waiting several hours to get in. And the reason being is that we also have the restart for 2A, B, D, right? You have to look at all the players that are remaining from A, B, and whoever plays tomorrow. That could be 2,000, 2,500 players returning from there, plus however many players want to enter 1F. So if you do the math, and we have about 550 dealers, they're not all starting in the morning. You try to bring in as many as you can. You have a window of the main event playing over a stretch of about 12 hours. Some are going to start the tournament. Some are going to have to bag the tournament. They can't all work the entire day, right? And obviously, main event will be the priority to try to get everyone in, and that's the only thing we're concerned with at this point in the tournament. But everyone also has to kind of work with us too, right? And so I would advise everyone, if they can, if they can't play tomorrow, play Monday. Don't wait till Tuesday, and then from there, we'll play it by ear. We'll communicate with everyone, and they just kind of have to follow it from that point.
Appreciate you keeping us updated. Thanks for the time.
Thanks a lot. All right, Jeff.
All right, before having a baby, before getting married, Melissa and David firing off in the World Series of Poker main event, and not just that, but y'all are at both of our featured tables. Melissa, what was your reaction when you saw David over there and when you got brought up to the main stage?
I thought it was pretty incredible, but it's funny because my mom was like, you guys are going to end up at the same table, the final table. So it's not the final table, but it's still really fun.
David, your thoughts when you saw Melissa walking up?
I thought it was a joke. Yeah, the dealer was like, hey, Dominic was like, hey, Melissa's at the other table. I was like, what? Really? Okay, that's pretty cool.
Correct me if I'm wrong, David, but I believe that you sold off a little of your main event action at markup.
I did, yeah.
And you did charge Melissa the full markup, is that correct?
Yeah.
I volunteered.
Yeah.
He's worth it.
He's worth it.
Yes, definitely.
It's true.
Okay, well, we're wishing you guys the best of luck in the future and best of luck tonight as well, all right? Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, guys, out in the field hanging out with Lucas Greenwood. How is your main event treating you so far?
Pretty good. I've made a lot of good hands, and I've got like 130. I was up to 160, so I'm still disappointed because you always want to hit that high water mark, but it's a good day, so no complaints.
Still cool to be playing in the main event alongside your brother Sam, or are you guys over that by now?
Yeah, we're over that now. My older brother Max is playing tomorrow, so there'll be some more Greenwood representation.
Lucas, Max, and Sam in the mix. Thank you very much. I'll go check on Sam for you. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, thank you. All right, Kenny, follow me while we go to Sam Greenwood. I want to tell you all about the conversation I had with World Series of Poker Vice President Jack Effel. Now, the World Series is expecting a massive Day 1D crowd. In fact, that flight could very easily sell out tomorrow. They would encourage you, if you have yet to register for this tournament, to fire in Day 1E, as Day 1F will run into some capacity restrictions because the World Series is running a Day 2 at the same time. So Day 1F could go to 10-handed, Day 1D will stay at 9-handed, and then they will sell out. So no chance at Day 1D going to 10-handed. All right, we have made it to table 476. Kenny's pointing me in the right direction, and here is Sam Greenwood. Sam, how's your main event going so far?
Not great. I half starting, so but I'm still in.
You still think about the 2019 main event moment often, coming so close, finishing in 45th, suffering that brutal beat late?
Yeah, sometimes, obviously thinking about it more here because this is my first time back at the Rio. Not like I'm can't sleep or anything, bad beats happen. That was a big one, it sucked.
Sure, and I asked Lucas about this. He says y'all kind of over it. The brothers come in and they play the World Series of Poker main event. Is this still kind of cool to you, kind of cool to the fan that you can be firing off in the greatest poker tournament in the world alongside your brothers?
I mean, at this point, I just miss playing live poker. It's fun to be back. Fun to be back at the Rio and in Vegas, and yeah, having fun.
Good to see you. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. All right, it is the last level of the day, walking through the Amazon room on Day 1C and finding one Vanessa Kade, who has torn up the poker world over the last year or so. Vanessa, stand up real quick. I won't steal you for too many hands, I promise, or for any hands at all. How excited are you to be back here at the main?
Man, it's unreal. There's nothing like the main event here. It's so good to be back.
What's this last year or two been like for you? I mean, we've seen you accumulate score after score after score.
It's been probably the best year of my life, both poker-wise and outside of it, I think.
You set high expectations for yourself in this tournament?
I mean, I'll just take it one hand at a time and see how far I can get there.
Okay, speaking of, go play this next one. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Barstool Smitty, describe what it is like to play in the World Series of Poker main event.
Glory. Just unfiltered, opposite of emasculated glory.
How's it going for you so far?
It's going, a little up, a little down, but we're good.
You know how to ride the waves. Barstool Big Cat, you might have heard of him. He says that you are the man to win the World Series of Poker main event. How do you accomplish that?
I accomplish that by inserting Big Cat into every piece of media deal I do, so go listen to this week's Part of My Take, and you will see I am the one to win the main event.
A company man, great plug. Thanks for the time, appreciate it. Good luck out there. Maria, what is it like to be back here at the World Series of Poker main event?
It's been such a long time when we've been able to be social and play this game in the way that I think it's meant to be played. So it's been amazing, and just to see the turnout and to see kind of things feeling a little back to normal, even if, the rest of the world may not be quite there yet. It's kind of nice to know poker is a little bit of an escape from that. You
got to announce Shuffle Up and Deal today. Pretty cool for you to have that kind of an honor.
Absolutely, and I was completely bamboozled by Jack. I had no clue, and he was like walking towards me. I'm like, oh, he's talking about me. I guess let me do this real quick, but it's an absolute honor, of course.
Give us one thing for all of us to look forward to in this next level.
Well, I feel like sometimes when people get on the feature table, it makes them play a little bit differently. So I'm going to have to be watching out for that in terms of how they're going to play against me. I have about starting stacks, so I'm just really ready to chip up well the threat of that.
Best of luck. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. All right, hanging out here in the Amazon room, and I do spot the 4th place finisher from the 2019 main event. That'll be Mr. Gary Gates. Gary, stand up for a sec. Join me, my friend, real quick. Won't take you away from any hands. How you doing? How many chips do you have?
Not as much as I'd like to. A little less than starting stack. These guys are killers.
But that's fine, right? I mean, this tournament has to be a roller coaster ride.
That's what it is. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and I'm living proof that anything can happen in this thing. So we're gonna try and spin it back up.
While this next hand is dealt finally, how would you say your life has changed in the last couple of years since that big score?
Yeah, a lot. New job, new wife, new house. So a lot of newness, and it's all good stuff. Been a great couple of years.
Good luck rest of the way.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for your time. Just hanging out in the Amazon room at the World Series of Poker main event and bumping into Jason Somerville. Jason, stand up for a quick sec. My friend, I have seen you a lot around the Rio over this last month or so.
I've seen you a lot.
Yeah. What accounts for this Jay Carver resurgence?
I've just been enjoying playing, and after 2 years of doing literally nothing and barely leaving my house, it's been fun. I started just playing the beginning of October and just saying I'm going to take it one day at a time, and it's been a lot of fun. I've cashed limit hold'em horse, half PLO, half hold'em, and then a no limit. So it's been fun. I'm just playing everything and enjoying it.
Speaking of no limit, what makes this tournament so special?
Well, it's the freaking main event, look at all the pictures around the room and everything. There's so much history that goes into this tournament. It's really a special event, so.
I will get you back to the action.
They're going to kill my hand,
right
Jeff
now.
Platt.
No, you got it. All you. Thanks, Jason, for the time. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you,
man. As you've seen, we are all over the place for the main event today. We're in the Amazon room, we're in the Brasilia room, and we have found ourselves in the Pavilion room, and Clayton Fletcher is here. He's made excuse me, sorry about that. Just slightly awkward, no big deal. Clayton, Clayton, stand up for me for a little bit. I'm good, man. How are you? You can't get in the way of massages at the main.
I know, it's so important. I mean, people want to have massages. They want to goof off. They want to joke around. They want to bluff each other. We are having so much fun at this table. It's been a great day so far.
That's awesome. And as a stand-up comedian, do you feel like it's your role to keep everybody entertained here?
Definitely not. I mean, we have this guy. The guy who's getting the massage here is way funnier than I'll ever be. I tried to bluff this guy, and he bluffed me back, and I folded like a wimp, which got a big laugh out of the whole table.
Everybody loved it.
Yeah, we're having a blast. Yeah.
A couple deep runs in the main for you. What does this tournament mean?
I love the main event. I will never miss it. I told everybody I know, if you ever hear about me not playing in the main event, that means I'm dead.
It's a bad sign, folks. Yeah. It's a bad sign for Clayton. Thanks for the time. Good luck today.
I love it. Thank you, guys.
You got it. Well, guys, we've talked so much about satellites. Go ahead. You're good. Throughout the course of the World Series of Poker main event, and the 500s, the 1Ks, the 2Ks. John Coyle is here. John, stand up for me for a quick sec. A teacher out of Philadelphia who qualified for a grand total of
$20.
How in the world did that happen?
I played a $5 re-entry into a $100 event, and then I won that $100 event, and I got a 10K seat for it, so here we are.
4 bullets, though, in that $5? You going to be all right with that?
I'll survive. I think I'll be okay. Yeah, we'll take the $20 loss on that one, but in the long run, it's all good.
How's your main event experience treating you so far?
Dude, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I've watched this for years. I'm a big fan. Congrats to you again on your deep run.
Thank you.
To finally be here and play, it's a dream come true. I have a great table, great guys, great atmosphere. I got to meet Norman Chad, which was super exciting. This is a dream come true for so many people. So to get to be here is just amazing.
And you're cool on time off if you make a deep run?
I hope my employer is, but we should be good, yeah.
Thanks for the time. Good luck.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you.
Well, Matt, you finished 43rd in this very event in 2010. How did that change the course of your poker career?
Actually, it changed it a lot. That's probably the least upset I've ever felt finishing that deep in an event. At the time, I think I had like 30,000 on my person, and I put 10 of it into the main.
So true sicko.
Yeah, so picking up 220K or 210,000, whatever it was a pretty big deal at the time.
And you learned a lot about bankroll management just from that, yeah? You kept that up.
Yeah, I went broke 2 years later, and at the end of the summer of 2013, I had all of myself in a 5K, where again I had about 35,000 to my name. we got fifth for 200K.
The roller coaster ride of Matt Berkey. Finally, how's it going today? I know you're at least having a good time if Kitty's at the table.
Yeah, Kitty's a fun time. The table's great. I have like 90,000, so we're right on course.
Sounds good. Good luck out there.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, so a quick minute with the third place finisher in the 2016 main event, Cliff Josephine. He might have to go back and play a hand. You've been on quite the rush, and we just saw your hand top set of jacks against the aces. A little bit of a sweat there on the turn, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I had to fade, 6 outs? So, yeah, never like to have to fade anything, but I got it in. I got it in good. 1 second, I have to.
Yeah, we'll let you go. We'll follow you. Marcio's going to follow you. What's it like for you to be back here in 2021?
So happy to be back. I mean, it's awesome, and having it in the fall, I wish they could do this all the time. It's unbelievable. I don't want to take anything away from this experience, but to be in Vegas in October, November, when the weather is great during the day and it's cool and crisp at night, yeah, it makes it a lot better than in the summer. Just the whole thing.
You've been a part of some epic main event runs, whether it's yourself, whether it's somebody you've staked.
Yeah.
What's the most important piece of advice that you would have for somebody who's playing this tournament for the very first time?
Why would I give them advice?
That's an excellent point. How about a day one E or F player?
No, I think it's really important just to focus and you're going to be nervous the first time out, but you have to focus. I mean, seeing these people on their phones. I saw a professional player who was sitting in the seat. He's no longer sitting in the seat. I didn't know it was a pro. Okay. And he was on his phone the entire time playing solitaire. What are you doing? And you know who you are if you're watching. Like, what are you doing? You're playing solitaire. You have to see how everyone else at the table plays. So, like the guy the nice gentleman that knocked himself out there with the 2 aces on a terrible board. Like, I knew exactly what he was up to. You have to focus. You just have to focus. That's the important thing.
We'll send you back clear to the action. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right. Nice finally meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Thanks. Well, usually I walk up to a player. This time the player walked up to us, not just any player, but the 2019 World Series of Poker Player of the Year. It is Robert Campbell. What's it like for you to see your banner when you walk into the Rio?
Well, I'm a little bit more pale than I remember. Like, I thought I was a bit more sun, and it makes you think, gee, you got to get outside on the breaks.
What did it take for you to get here from Australia this year?
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to fill out a lot of forms. As you probably know, the border situation with Australia is quite strict. So, I had to show my itinerary. I got a letter from Jack Heffel, saying to come over here. Had to do a stat declaration, pretty much everything to finally get approved. And all that happens when you get approved, it just says travel exempt. That's it.
A true ambassador to the game from Australia. Before I let you go, how's this year's main event treating you?
I'm happy. I was looking a little bit shaky early, but then I made a big call on Julian Martini, a guy I play a lot with. Yeah. No disrespect to him, but gee, I was thrilled to get the win, and now I realize like I'm firing.
Good luck rest of the way, all right?
Thanks so much, Jeff. You have a great day, and good luck to everyone at home.
Thanks, man.
Hopefully it was all right.
Well, Scott, for the most part, I feel like you just pop up at random tournaments here and there. So describe what your level of passion is like for poker right now.
Oh, this is no random tournament, Jeff. This is the main event. Look, I enjoy the game still. I enjoy tournaments. I personally enjoy deeper, structured tournaments, so that's why the main event appeals to me. And I play here and there. I tried to play the first WSOP event. I tried to play. The computer system crashed when I was at the window. So, it's not for a lack of effort sometimes. But I enjoy poker tournaments. Just this one's special, man. It's just a different breed, and wouldn't miss it. So.
I know with the angle that you have right now, you can probably see your 2017 main event banner, yet your T-shirt says Underdog. Any irony in that?
A little bit. It's Underdog's a fantasy site that I am representing, and I like being the underdog. I still like to think I'm the underdog, even if I did happen to already win it, But it's always nice to play that role no matter what. I got to figure out how to be an underdog in a tournament I've already won, but we'll figure it out.
All right, we are scouring the Amazon room, and I'm really trying to find the true no-limit hold'em specialist, the guys that just play no-limit hold'em all day, every day. Eli Alezra is here. That's got to be you, right? You're the no-limit hold'em specialist?
Yeah, of course.
Stand up for me real quick, Eli.
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you played a no-limit hold'em tournament?
A long time ago. Actually, the senior event. Yeah, the senior event. I did very well. 5,800, I came 47th. But this one is all snipers. We're playing with so many good players here, and you have to play it. Every poker player, as Doyle Brunson said, everybody buy one ticket. As a professional, you get 3 tickets automatically. You have to play the main event. So main event is everybody have to play it.
What's your greatest memory from the World Series of Poker main event?
The best finish I did is 107, and it was Israeli TV Follow Me. It was like in 2000, and right after I won my WPT, I think 2008 or right after Moneymaker, and she said, well, let's just follow you. They came in to film for 1 day or 2 days. They end up staying 7 days because I make it all the way deep. So that was fun one, yeah.
So along those lines, what do you think it would mean to your country of Israel if you found a way to win this thing?
Oh my God, yeah. I believe that of course, it's a dream come true. So, I mean, let me see.
No, go. We don't want to interrupt your play.
Okay.
Okay, all right. We'll interrupt your play a little bit.
No, I'm saying, to win this one, there was few foreigners, that I know won it already. So Israel coming up.
Thanks for the time. Best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. So I was walking through the pavilion room yesterday, and some guy said, hey, Jeff, I'm going to win this satellite and then win the main. Yeah, okay, whatever, bro. But I see that guy again today, and he is right here in that Blues hat. You may remember him. It's Keith Heine from Hillsborough, Missouri. Keith, stand up for a sec. Might as well capitalize on this fame here, right? You got to stand. Let's face the camera, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. That would be a good idea. The satellite went well.
It did. I mean, I barely got in, but I got in.
But you got in.
I did.
And now perhaps the main is next?
Perhaps. Really? Perhaps. It's a guarantee.
I mean, you did say that, and I did make fun of you a little bit, but here you are.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm having a blast. It's obviously the tournament to be in, and, why not give it a shot? I played it before, but it's nice to get in on a discount.
What do you think of this table draw? You got ODB here, Andre Akari here.
I've been giving these guys some lessons. They're a couple of rookies here, No, it's honestly it's murderer's row here, but whatever,
I'm glad you're having a good time. We'll send you back to the table. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, just go win the main.
Yeah,
Said he was going to win the satellite, then win the main. Here he is. All right, Nathan, so was it a good thing that there was a dinner break because you were perhaps a little tilted, or a bad thing because you just wanted to get the chips in and try to double before that break?
So we've been having a blast. Joe's on my left, Dylan's on the left. We're just having a good time. And I had a friend text me on break and said, don't worry about how you look on TV. And I just told him, I said, I don't care how I look on TV. Hold'em's not my game. I play mixed games. I play 20 games a year. I don't play Hold'em. So I'm just here to have fun and, maybe run up a stack.
With that said, what's the game plan, the strategy as we move ahead in this level?
So we have 19 big blinds. So basically we're at the point that, as you saw on TV, we're just going to have fun. We're going to shove it in there when we think we got a good opportunity and try to double up or hit the cash games afterwards.
Best of luck as far as getting that double up is concerned. Appreciate the time.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, we have found Dan Smith all the way down at the 10K buy-in level. But what is it about this tournament that brings you out here?
It's the first tournament everybody watches when they see poker on TV. There's nothing more prestigious, I guess it's not the November 9 anymore, but whatever it is, it'll be very special. And turning 10,000 into 10 million or whatever it is pretty darn cool too.
How's your day one experience been so far?
I am up small so far, and to be honest, I'm having a lot more fun than I expected. I thought I'd be jaded, not expecting to have fun until like day 4 or 5, but it's been fun being here.
And finally, Dan, are you having a lot more fun in poker overall? Because we've seen you pop up a few times over these last couple months or so.
I've been enjoying myself. I like coming in with like 10 blinds in these tournaments. It's efficient.
You got a little more than that for this one.
Haven't bluffed it all off yet.
Okay, best of luck in the main. Appreciate the time. Thank you. All right, we have finally found out what player 456 did with all that money. He entered the World Series of Poker main event. Here he is. It's Daniel Lee. Daniel, stand up for a quick sec.
Sure.
How's your day one going so far, 456?
It's going all right. I have about 45,600 chips. It's holding steady, hoping to get to the final table and be the last one standing.
It seems like an easier game than the competitions that were in Squid Game. Is that fair to say, a fair assessment there?
Yeah, I don't have to worry about like dying or killing my friend. I think this is a lot more easier for me.
I think so too. I think so too. And as player 456, if you had to pick one player in this entire field who you had to play a game with, you could team up, you could have to kill him, who would it be?
I was going to say Daniel Negreanu, but apparently he ran kings into aces and he's already dead.
So he's already dead. All right, 45,600 in chips.
Yes.
For player 456.
Yes.
This is real life?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Best of luck, Daniel. Thanks for chatting with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Got it. Well, Doyle, I would say the most relevant question at the moment is, how is day 2 treating you?
Well, I got off to a very bad start. I lost 60,000 on the first hand.
Wow.
Overplayed 2 queens, I think. But at that point, I didn't really know. And a guy had a $25,000 chip in his stack that I didn't know he had. So I lost like 60,000 that hand. And I've been chopping around ever since.
Okay, chipping up a little bit. How prepared are you for what could be a pretty long tournament grind?
Well, that's hard to say. I always had good stamina, but, I don't know, I just have to wait and see.
And finally, Doyle, I know Jason Koon is at your table. What have you seen in his game that makes him such a tough player?
Well, you're right. You're aware of him at all times. And he opens a lot of pots, and he held a lot of hands, too. But he's a great player.
Thank you for the time. Good luck today.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Jason, last time we talked, I asked you what it was like to have Doyle in the building. Now I get to ask you, what's it like to have Doyle at your table in the main?
So random, man. I checked my table draw and I was like, no way. That's so cool. It's been fun. We've had a little banter today. It's amazing to get to finally be here and sit down with the guy. Like I said, I played some cash with him, but I don't think I've ever got to play with him in a tournament. So to get to play the biggest one with him is pretty amazing.
And I know you've worked so hard on your game throughout the years, but in this tournament specifically, how do you balance that GTO line with that exploit line against some opponents?
Well, the first 10 years of my career, I was just trying to trick people, So I think I've played in these qualities of fields more than I've played in the super high rollers, and it's something that it's always fun because you have to make extreme deviations at times. But overall, I feel very comfortable and I'm having a good time.
We'll send you out there. Thanks as always. Appreciate it.
Man.
All right, now we have spotted the 2014 World Series of Poker Main Event champion. That would be Martin Jacobson. Martin, stand up real quick. I'll just work in 2 super quick questions. What's it like to walk in this room on day 2, knowing that that's such a long grind, at least hopefully, lies ahead?
Yeah, it's great. Always a good feeling. The main event's the one everyone's excited for, not me at least.
What have you been up to over this last year or so? We just saw you pop up here in Vegas.
Yeah, so lately I've been designing my own poker course.
Nice.
Preparing for them. And the last couple of months I've been busy doing that.
Plays under the gun hand real quick. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, okay. So I've been basically designing the content and building it out before I got here for the last couple of months.
And would you say coaching helps you become a better player?
Definitely, yeah. And it's something I realized how important it is to coach and think about the game from like a different perspective. It really helps as developing as like your own game.
Great to see you again. Thank you for the time.
Thanks,
Appreciate it. Scouring the pavilion room once again here in the yellow section, just looking for somebody to talk to. She said, it's going to be you next time, okay? Next time. But for now, let us steal Marley Sprague real quick. Hey, Bob, how you doing? I'm going to steal Marley. Is that okay?
Be my guest, please.
Okay,
I just
cool.
found her stuff.
Do I sit?
No, you can stand. Stand up. Join me. How's your day 2 experience been so far?
Up and down. Up and down. Right where I started, actually.
That's fine. What's the vibe like in day 2? Do you feel like it's getting a little more serious, or is it still kind of lighthearted overall?
Lighthearted overall. Yeah. It doesn't even get started till day 3, I think. Yeah.
Do you try to develop content ideas while you're playing, or are you like, you know what, this is the main event, let me just focus on the poker?
Yeah, I try to compartmentalize. It's really hard for me to do both, but yeah, it's all poker all day.
You feel any pressure entering the World Series of Poker Main Event day 2?
Oh God, yeah, it's so much pressure. It's just the biggest event of the year, the biggest hype, the best time, and you try to forget about it and just play your game,
We'll send you back to the table. Best of luck, all right? You got it.
God, I'm so awkward.
It's funny, guys. I really like all of Norman Chad's sleeper picks. It's Norman that I'm on the fence about. So let us check in with one of those sleeper picks right now. Hello, Sarah. How you doing? Stand up for me real quick.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's your day 2 going so far?
It's going well.
go. Started with about 52 and got up to 90, went back down to 60, and now we're at about 150. So.
150, that sounds fantastic. How much pressure comes with the title of Norman Chad Sleeper Pick?
A lot, yeah. No, it's been fun, kind of, and we both work for Poker Power, and he's, kind of just allowed us to kind of get the name out there, and it's been a lot of fun. So not a lot of pressure, it's just fun.
Before I send you off, give me a breakdown on Norman Chad's poker game, his poker ability.
He's probably, I don't know, I'd say like top 10 in the world at this point. So.
Yeah, we would definitely agree with that. All right, we love what you and Poker Power are doing. Thanks for the time, appreciate it. Well, Gandalf or Phil, what was it like to walk in?
You shall not pass.
Careful with the mic, careful with the mic. What was
it? Expensive mic.
It really is.
I know.
This is an expensive get-up.
Yeah, I think we did. It was a lot of fun. Like a month ago, some of my sponsors asked me to do an entrance. The World Series of Poker really encouraged us, like, we'd like this. And so I'm like, okay, how should I come in? And then I think I came up with Gandalf. I don't know, my agent, I don't think he came up with Gandalf. That was me, and so I liked it. And so as I started thinking about it, I thought, wow, this is great. We can bring in an elf, Legolas, a dwarf, Gimli, and and I wanted to be Gandalf the White because Gandalf the Gray, kind of disappears, and Gandalf the White emerges with a lot more power. And I feel like I've been gaining power as time passes. So
you've had a pretty powerful World Series of Poker. What's it like to be back here at the main event?
It's amazing. I think this is tough, Jeff. This is a tough one to win, right? And my whole life I said I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it. For the first time, there's a little doubt because of how long it's. I think if this were a 3-day tournament, then I can win it. Once you get to 4, 5, 6 days, I'm probably going to have to make sure that I'm drinking brain fuel. I might even, for the third time in my life, do some Adderall. But it's difficult because it's easy to get tired. And hopefully I won't get too emotional, but that's, of course, when you get tired, you get emotional. So it's a very difficult tournament to win because it's it's like a test of discipline. It's like a test of, how many hours can someone play and keep their head up.
And finally, Phil, does this Gandalf have white magic?
Absolutely. I mean, come on, I started off maybe the best World Series of my life, 5 final tables, and an 18th in 18 days. It was crazy, right? A 6th, a 5th, a 4th, a 1st, and then I thought I was going to win another 1st, but it was the 2nd. But it's still an amazing start. I appreciate it, and in all these different games, and so I haven't had a chance to show my Hold'em skills because I've been entering Hold'em tournaments, and I usually get in with kings against 10s, and they've been hitting a 10. That's okay. So I haven't had a chance to showcase my Hold'em skills, which is what I'm really known for. But it's been a great start.
We look forward to following the run. Thanks for the time, as always.
Thanks, Jeff. You shall not.
All right, guys, walking through the pavilion room, Jeremy Mintz stopped me, and he said that he had a very relatable experience for all players at the World Series of Poker main event. And that relatable experience would be?
Well, I've been dwindling my chip stock down very well, like a shark pro, have a lot of experience, and I'm probably going to continue to do so. So I just shoved all in with pocket 2s, they can confirm. Was trying to give my chips away, but they didn't let me. But
shoved all in with deuces. I mean, you have like 40K or something.
I mean, I would take my mask off, but my mom wouldn't be happy. So everyone, hey there. But yeah, I mean, this is a great experience. I appreciate you stopping by and letting me have some camera time. I'm having a great time, so see what we can do.
And how much is this camera time worth to you?
Like 10K easily.
Okay, we'll take that just later off camera.
Even on the tournament.
Perfect. Best of luck, Jeremy. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Hi, Mom.
My producer just asked me if we were ready to talk to Alan Kessler. A hand was being dealt. He's probably going to fold. Let's just take a look at Alan right now. We won't interrupt him during the hands. Alan tells us he's got quite the hand history to report. Has a lot to say about his opponent on his left. His opponent did tell me he had to tank for a while. A pretty decent one. Here he comes. Here he comes, Alan Kessler. All right, break it down for us. What's gone down in the last couple minutes here?
Well, I came back from dinner break, and this guy was late. He missed like the first 2 hands.
Yeah.
We're dealing the 3rd hand, He's in the small blind, I'm in the big blind. The cutoff opens 3,200, and he piles for 37,500.
Okay.
So I look down, I have ace, king of diamonds. And pretty much have to call. It's like 23 blinds with ace, king of diamonds against the small blind. And he's shoved earlier with king, 10 of clubs, and like ace, queen offsuit. And it winds up he has 2 queens. And there's a picture on my Facebook, on my Twitter, and it comes a queen high with 2 diamonds.
Oh.
So he flops 3 queens, I flop the nut flush draw. It comes king on the turn, king on the river, just to rub it in a little bit further. So if he didn't make it back in time, I would have at least won the pot against the other guy that was in the hand, because I made basically the nuts, 3 kings and an ace.
Alan, best deal in Las Vegas right now is...
Oh, go to Chick-fil-A across the street for dinner. It's like an amazing thing. There was literally 50 people in line, and they got the entire group through. And amazing. I told the guy at the manager, I walked up to him and I said, "This is really incredible. What a great job you did to get all these people through. We had not even a worry about making it back from the dinner break."
But the best value in Vegas comes from Chick-fil-A. All due respect to Chick-fil-A, I love the product.
No, I don't know. I come here every day, so there's tournaments going all over town. I don't go anywhere but the World Series, so whatever they offer is what I play. So,
wishing you the best in the main.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it. Kevin Pollack is here. Kevin, what brought you back to the World Series of Poker main event?
Well, it's the greatest game in town, isn't it? And a chance to see that suit. I mean, that's worth the 10K right there, isn't it?
Absolutely. How's your day been so far?
Well, I just started. I started after dinner break. I played 2 hands and almost went all in, running jacks into kings with an 8-high flop. So, yeah, I'm down to 42K already, and thank God the rest of my life is going great. Yeah, it's fun.
You knew this question was coming. What would Christopher Walken say if he bought in after dinner?
Well, first of all, careful what you eat for supper, because you don't want to sit down here with the fellas full of gas. That's bad form. So I made sure to do my tooting outside before I came in.
That's why you're the best, and he's the best. Thanks so much for the time. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks very much.
All right, look who they stuck in the back corner of the Amazon room. It's Chris Moneymaker. Excited to be back, excited to see me, a little bit of everything?
Everything. I mean, I came only out here because I know you were doing well, and if you can do well in this tournament, well, damn, I'm not going to miss it.
Some people are saying that my final table was the greatest poker accomplishment since 2002. Would you agree with that?
Why are you still commentating? Why aren't you out here just playing, grinding all the time? You're so good.
You know, seeing you in the field makes me reconsider. This is great. It is awesome to see you. What did bring you back here to the World Series of Poker?
Basically, you know, they came out with the vaccine for my. I didn't play because of the my kid was not able to get vaccinated, and they just announced last week that kids could get vaccinated. So he got vaccinated. So I decided to come on out.
Well, it is actually fantastic to see you. I do mean that.
As much grief as I give you, it's pretty good to see you too.
Awesome. Best of luck rest of the way.
Ooh,
thank you. Thank you very much. You guys hear this? This is 10 years ago. This is Brett Ritchie. This is Brett Ritchie. Brett, stand up for me for a quick sec. Are you stacking your chips to the top?
I'm stacking them to the bottom so far, but I'm still in the event, which is mainly what matters.
What do you think when seeing this lovely music video from 10 years ago? That was when you produced, recorded, Stack Them to the Top.
That was a fun time, man. I'm not done rapping yet either.
What's on the horizon?
I got some new material coming out post World Series. Not poker related, but yeah, I'm still working on it.
How much is poker a part of your life now?
Not much. I played a lot this summer, or the series. I played maybe 10 events, but I haven't played that much in the last few years. So, I mean, I still like poker, but I'm more of like a rec player right now, I'd say.
What's it feel like to be back as a rec player this time?
Feels good, man. I would like to run hot, hopefully, you know, be that lucky moron that just like hops in a tournament or two and then just like runs it up. But
poker-related rap content in the future? Or
I don't think so. You never know, though. You know, maybe if I make a run here, maybe I'll have to drop something for the final table.
Okay, looking forward to that. Looking forward to this run. Thank you for the time.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it. Yeah, I don't want to talk to him either. I have no interest. But he's like director of programming for Poker Go. Maybe it'd look good for us. Yeah, I don't want to. Okay. Hey, Brent Hanks. Brent Hanks is here. How you doing, man? Great to talk to you.
What were you just saying a minute ago, Jeff?
Oh, I was saying that we could have the opportunity to talk to Brent Hanks on day 2 of the World Series of Poker Main Event.
That's wonderful. I'm happy to see they kept you on the job.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
They went way down on the list to get to me.
You've been very nervous.
They'd have to go a lot further down on the list to get to you, it seems, based on your WSOP commentary work.
Well, yeah, it's been abysmal.
How's day 2 treating you?
Terrible. It's my 4th table. These guys all have 700, 800,000.
I'm gonna let you play your hand, don't want to interfere. Okay, we'll see you later. Okay, that's our goodbye. But we can catch Brent on the button folding. Hey, best of luck again.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Just wanted to make sure I got that message across to you.
You're doing an okay job.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Have a good night, okay? Okay, good luck. Have a great rest of the night. Well, Phil, by firing day 1F, you could be in for 9 straight days of a long, grueling grind. How prepared are you for that?
I mean, I think it's rough. Given my druthers, I would have come in Sunday and had a couple days off. But my basically, my entrance was set for Tuesday. I couldn't switch it, so that hurts. But listen, this is going to be a major endurance test anyway. So I don't know. I mean, I'm ready to. The brain fuel is helping me. I want to make it to the end of day 3, and then we'll see if I need to take Adderall or something like that. I've only done that twice in my life, but I'll do whatever. Even if it puts me into atrial fibrillation, I'll do the Adderall because this is the only time that it's just really worth it.
Thank you for the time. Good luck today. All right, Chris, we are 2 levels in. How's your day 2 been so far?
It's been fantastic. I started with 75K coming in and doubled the very first hand, so got up to 140, and then kind of been just a slow grind up to 180. Haven't had any speed bumps yet, so that's always good. Obviously, we just got moved. I moved. This is my 3rd table of the day, and so now we're going on the feature table, and it should be interesting.
Some may be surprised to learn that you are actually decent at poker nowadays. What kind of work have you put into your game over these last couple years?
None.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting better. I mean, you're supposed to get better in this game, though, right? I mean, I watch people and try to learn, and it's a process that if you don't continue learning, then you're not going to be relevant in the game. And so yeah, I mean, during COVID, I definitely worked on my game a lot and tried to improve. And but I will say for the first 10 years after I won, I probably just enjoyed it and didn't really work too hard on my game, and that's why I started playing like you. And but now I've gotten better.
And I would agree with that entire assessment. Thank you for the time. Appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you very much. Boeree, I'm coming for you.
All right, we did just see a special Starburst delivery, and that delivery was to this man in a New York Islanders jersey. That would be our friend, our colleague, David Tuckman. Tuck, stand up for me for a sec. Please, please, please.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Having a good day.
Good day, too?
So far, so good.
Okay. What was that Norman Chad delivery like?
I mean, like from another planet. I mean, it's what we live for, besides standing up with you.
And it's a little creepy when you turn around and Norman Chad's sitting right there?
Maybe a little, but I think I'm used to it. Norman, during COVID, for people who don't know, Norman literally delivered donuts to my house.
That's awesome.
When I was covering the World Series of Poker online bracelets, he would deliver donuts to my house. There was a point where I had to tell him to stop because he was scaring my wife. But
as primarily a cash game player, what brings you to this tournament?
It's the best. It's the best tournament of the year. I mean, I play 4 or 5 tournaments a year, and if schedule allows for it, I don't miss it. Plus, as a cash game player, I'm like 140 big blinds deep. This is amazing. I lost 2 sets yesterday, and I was still 100 big blinds deep. I love this tournament.
A tournament made for you. Best of luck rest of the way.
Yeah. I mean, as long as we can stay 150 big blinds deep.
And I'm going to go pick up Norman's trash. I think you left the Starburst box somewhere. Unbelievable. Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, John.
All right, walking through the Amazon room, let us catch up with the leader in the race for World Series of Poker Player of the Year. Josh, let me steal you for a quick sec. Stand right up and join me, my friend. Number 1 in that race for Player of the Year. What's that sound like to you?
The best player, man.
Clearly the best in the world. We aren't being results-oriented at all.
No, it's been so much fun. You've been around and seen it, and you've had an awesome series, too. It's been fun, and now it's I have Sean on my heels, and it's crazy because if there's one, there's 2 people that I would go to advice for this, and it's Daniel and Sean, and they're both right there, but it's they're still rooting for me, and I'm anti-sweating him at every possibility. It's just been a fucking awesome summer. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's totally fine. Do you rely on that group of friends for No Limit Hold'em tournament strategy?
Just for everything. I mean, it's just like I get myself in so many stupid spots, and it's like I'll put it in the text chain, and it's usually why. It's like, why do you do this yourself? But yeah, having a group of guys around me like that, it's amazing. It's made me a way better player than I ever was, and on top of catching the deck for the past month, it's been pretty good.
And finally, Josh, day 2 goal for you in this specific tournament is what?
Just have exactly what I have right now. I mean, we'll come back day 3, like the big blind is like 2,000, so I think I have like 130 or 140,000. If I keep this deck, I'll still have 60, 70 bigs, and so yeah, I'm just trying to coast, but these guys are tough.
Best of luck in coasting today. Yeah, guys, a lot of buzz on Twitter surrounding George and his tanking. Marcio, let's come with me and let's just try to get to the bottom of this. Here we go. George, can I steal you for one quick sec?
Okay.
Okay, stand up for me, please.
Okay, I got a new coach.
Okay.
What, that one?
Actually, they're doing this hand, so I'm going to let you play this hand.
Okay.
And then we're going to chat. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't take too long.
George, you became a star.
I think we're in this table because of George, not you guys.
I'm so blessed. I start from 30,000 today from this table.
I told you, player of the day.
I cannot bluff. I fold a monster and it again. Okay, sir.
He's only got 10 minutes for you, Jeff.
Okay.
Have you been on Twitter recently?
No.
Okay. A lot of talk about you and your tanking. Why have you taken so long in a couple different spots?
Oh, because I'm a purely beginner. I told you I have to think.
But you also told me you've been playing since 2007.
And then I stopped for 10 years because my wife over there.
Okay.
He don't allow me to play. You never see me play, right? Barry. 10 years. I didn't see Barry.
Okay, the hand with the 8s?
Uh-huh.
What was running through your mind throughout that entire
he was bluffing.
Okay, for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
But then you folded?
I folded. I tried to figure out if he's bluffing or not. But then at the end, I think he got a queen.
Do you think that maybe you could speed up the thought process a little bit?
But that's a break. I will.
Okay. So when we're not going to break, you'll play fast?
Of course.
Okay, promise?
Promise.
Okay.
Because I have a new coach. Look at that.
Okay, best of luck, George. Thank you. All right, we have found the man who has played the most World Series of Poker main events in history, and that would be Dewey Tomko. Tomko, stand up for a quick sec for me, please, if you don't mind.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How's this main event treating you?
Good. Nice table. A lot of gentlemen there. Good players, way better than me.
What are your thoughts when you look at this tournament as a whole and how it's evolved throughout the years?
Thoughts it's great. I'm glad to see a lot of young players getting interested in poker. Somebody's going to make a life-changing thing today, or in about 10 days. So it's good. I'm just telling these guys when they get it, they'll invest it.
Good advice. What did you think about seeing Doyle Brunson this year and at our featured table?
I couldn't believe it. He was even going to play. He told me he was playing. I thought he was kidding.
And what occupies your time nowadays? I've seen you down in Texas. You're still playing a ton of cards, yeah?
No, I hardly ever play poker.
Really?
I play. I'm in the gambling business, but I very seldom play poker. When I do play, I play a little place, Orange City, where I do the table games at. What table games are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the other side of gambling now.
Gotcha. Well, we're looking forward to watching you play.
In?
Yeah, I'm playing when I can. But for this one, I'll let you win. How about that?
I'll try.
Okay, best of luck, dude. Thank you. Back here in the pavilion room, and it is a Fedor Holz sighting. Fedor, stand up for me real quick, please. Good to see you here at the World Series of Poker. What is it about this tournament that brings you out here?
I mean, it's one of the biggest tournaments of the year. Super prestigious, a lot of fun. A grueling grind, but yeah, I mean, I never get as many messages as now, so it's fun.
How big of a role does poker still play in your life?
Still pretty big, so still a majority. Not playing that much anymore, but a lot of teaching and yeah, big role.
Do you have specific goals that you set in this tournament? End of the day, I want to finish with this, or too much variance involved for that?
Oh, not at all. Just for me, just playing good and having fun, like these two things.
In 2014, you were at my table in the main, so basically you would credit me for all of your success?
Most of it, I would say, yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. Thank you, Fedor, for the time. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Forgive me. All right, 3rd in 2011, 9th in 2017. Ben Lamb, why can't you close in the main?
You know, I don't lose any sleep thinking about that at night, I promise.
Good. How's this year's main treating you?
It's good. I lost a big pot earlier and got real short, but I got a little bit of chips now, so I'm still in.
I want to send you back to the action in just a minute, but first, I think the life of Ben Lamb, correct me if I'm wrong, play golf, play PLO, drink wine. What's the most important to you out of those three?
We have to mix all three. If you just do one in a single day, it's kind of an incomplete day.
Just
do
doesn't
all three.
work.
Yeah, you do all three.
How many No Limit Hold'em tournaments have you played in the last year?
You guys can keep talking. I can play and talk.
We won't fold his hand.
2, I believe.
2. You enjoy it?
I mean, the main event.
You can say no if you want.
The main event's very enjoyable. Yeah, but in general, no, they're kind of boring. But the main event's, the main event. So it's always a good one.
Do you feel like you still have an edge despite not playing too many No Limit Hold'em tournaments?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. And I mean, in this event for sure, but like in like a 300K high roller, no. I mean, those guys, they sit there and they study all day, every day and play tons of online tournaments. And, I haven't studied No Limit tournaments from a theoretical standpoint in most of a decade. So, no, I mean, those guys are much better than me at No Limit tournaments for sure now.
We'll send you off to this No Limit Hold'em tournament. Thanks, Ben, for the time. Appreciate it. All right, guys, what do you say we continue these featured table walk-ups? Marcio, follow me up on the main stage here in the Amazon room, and it is a beautiful thing. I think I have to torture Eric Lindgren some more. We'll watch him play this hand. We'll just sit by quietly, perhaps a little awkwardly, and just stare at everybody.
Why don't you play? Would you like to sit down?
Yeah. That would be great.
Is this? You guys don't mind? Nope.
Let's play a game. Hey, Barry.
Something. You're spying in the trees, hoping the animals don't notice you.
Okay, I got to switch. It's probably Nevada Gaming Commission issue.
Straddle. Oh, shit. Go to the... You would have played it for sure.
I would have for sure. Stand up for a quick sec for me. Give me a sense of what Coach Eric Lindgren is like on the flag football sidelines.
Oh, man, I was a little lazy during the practices. I think I was a little disorganized, So I was just trying to get them to, I wanted some pitches. I was trying to do some game theory stuff with them, to really trick the other youngsters, and it kind of backfired on me. Yeah.
Okay. But you were approaching the GTO way as in flag football.
Yeah, there's some things I would like to institute in the NFL that I tried to bring to flag football, and I wouldn't say that it worked well, but we had fun.
Maybe a little early for those. What would you say, Eric, is your most memorable moment from this stage, from the Thunderdome, the mothership, whatever you want to call it?
Definitely first bracelet. I got heads up with Bonomo and beat him. Luckily, half of it was limit. I think that helped at the time, and Roble was there and stuff, and just calling home to my parents and telling them, I finally did it. So that was freaking awesome.
That's what it's all about. Good luck in trying to acquire this bracelet.
Thanks, and play my blind. I'm terrible.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Thanks, Eric. Chris, it is day 4 of the main event. We are in the money. Do you start to feel pressure now? Does it start to get serious?
I mean, it's been serious from the start. I don't really feel any pressure. I mean, pressure was when I won in 2003 when I'm playing for, life-changing money and, literally, changing my world. This is fun, and if I bust in 5 minutes, it won't matter. I'll go home and I'll be happy. Got a great family, so the pressure is definitely not the same. The only pressure is just self-made pressure of just trying to play my best. Again, I put a lot of time and effort trying to get better, and hopefully I'm able to show that, and hopefully, able to play well and do something. It's more about pride this time than anything else.
What can we expect to see from this table specifically over this next level?
Well, I mean, there's one guy at the table, Keith. You'll notice that he's going to be very active pre-flop. He's going to be 3-betting a lot. He's actually a pretty tight player, but he's very active pre-flop. I actually just bluffed him for a monster pot before he came up here with Queen High, because he, as active as he is and as much as he wants to talk about how you should stay away from his blinds and stay away from him. He's actually a pretty tight player. He makes really good folds. He makes really good reads. He's a smart player. I would say, out of the table right now, he's going to be a definite challenge. He's going to be he's going to be on my face a lot. He's going to be in a lot of people's faces a lot. He's going to put a lot of pressure. He was down to his final chip on day 2 after doubling me up. And his final card, actually, he had ace-10 against ace-king and spiked to 10, or he would be in L.A. right now. But now he's got 1 point some odd million, so he's going to be a force to reckon with on the table. The others I haven't seen as much yet, so I mean, we just sat down at this table. I've played about an hour with them, and so I can't make too much judgment yet. But I would say, it's day 4. It's like a brand new tournament where you don't have the money bubble anymore. The bubbles aren't as big, so I can't apply. You're not going to see crazy moneymaker out here, doing stupid stuff like I did yesterday because, obviously the dynamics have changed drastically. So I'm going to be a lot more passive, a lot more selective. I'll probably pick some good spots, I hope, but it's definitely not going to be as, I guess, entertaining to watch all the weird plays.
I've chatted with you every day, so safe to call me your good luck charm.
Well, I chat to my wife every day, and I mean,
I'll split good luck charm.
As much as I sort of cringe when I see you, you do bring me some good fortune, it seems. And I'll be honest, I did not think I would be back on the feature table today. You guys had to stare with me all day yesterday, so I thought today is like, okay, this is kind of my break day. I'm gonna, get someone else to be up there, and I'll get massages and relax. And they came over and told me, I was like, damn, I gotta go talk to Jeff.
Certainly wasn't my call. Best of luck today.
Yes, it was.
All right, one of the bigger stacks in the room belongs to Preston McEwen. Preston, stand up for me for a quick sec, please, my friend. Good to see you.
How's it going, Jeff?
It's going well, thank you. So min cash for you in 2019.
Yep.
What's the 2021 main event experience been like for you?
A little bit of a roller coaster. He had a rough day yesterday. Started off strong, bagged 360, I think. So a decent stack, 45 bigs or so. And then today just came in and immediately tripled up in a pretty sick spot.
I love this. I love this hoodie you're wearing. Tell us a bit about who you're playing for.
This is one of my good friends, David Hendricks. He's today's his birthday. He's 31, and he's the oldest person in America with a condition called spinal muscular atrophy. So I told him, he sent me. He didn't even know I was playing the event. He's back home in Mississippi, and he just he reached out to me this morning. I was like, man, I'm going to try to give you a birthday shout out if it comes down to it. So, he's going to get a kick out of this. He's a huge poker fan, so he's definitely watching.
There's that birthday shout out. Thanks so much, Preston. Appreciate the time. Alrighty, walking through the Amazon room, and let's catch up with Marley Sprague once again. Marley, stand up for me, please. Okay, so I want to catch up with you, but first off, you got to point out the guy you tweeted about, who takes about, half a second to act on every turn?
This gentleman here, he's the best. He never tanks. There's so much tanking in this tournament. We saw the gentleman on the feature table.
Oh, yeah.
9-minute tank. I know you had talking to him, which is nice. But this guy never tanks. He always has a plan. He knows what he wants to do, and he keeps the game moving. It's amazing.
And how refreshing is it to see that?
Oh, it's amazing. It's been a great table the whole day.
How's your day been?
Kind of up and down. I'm about 800 right now. I started with 460, so doing okay.
Not bad, not bad. They're doing another hand. I'm going to send you back to the action. Thanks so much. All right, I kept walking past this guy saying, I know him from somewhere, I know him from somewhere, I know him from somewhere. It's Jonathan Dweck. Stand up and join me, please. The 38th place finisher in the 2017 main event, but y'all might remember him because he wore Superman costume throughout, yeah?
That's right. I still. It's funny. I still get a lot of love from that wearing the Superman costume. So, yeah, people. I sit down in a local casino and people are like, "Hey, Superman," or "Where do I know you from?" And oh yeah. So yeah.
You get a lot of love from me for wearing that Superman costume, also. But where is it?
Yeah. So I was every year I was wearing a different costume, and this year, I guess just because of COVID, I just said, let's just play it, have fun, and no costume this year, but a few people were egging me on to do it, so I don't know, maybe I'll make an appearance with it, I don't know.
A lot of chips there. If you make a day 5 or a day 6 or a day 7 or a final table, there's a chance?
There's a chance, but I don't know, we'll see what happens.
Thank you for the time. Best of luck rest of the way. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks. No surprise, and I'm Shurovich is running deep in a poker tournament, except this time it's not Ali Shurovich, it's his dad, Salko, making a run. Ali, what's it like to be on the other side of things?
More stressful. Like sweating this is way more stressful than actually playing any hand of any high roller ever.
Now, you surprised your dad with this seat, yeah?
Yeah, he didn't actually even know that he was regging for the tournament. We got him to come to the Rio, took his ID and his player card, and then just put it down, put 10K on. He was just like, look around, he had no clue what was going on. Then now he's on day 4.
And is he asking you for advice every day? Are you here for just emotional support or what?
He doesn't need my advice. Like, he's too much better than I did in stick.
Well, it's a whole family support system, I feel like, with you guys, right? Like, I mean, your sister's so involved, your parents are so involved. What's that like for you, and now what do you think it's like for him?
It's amazing for me. Like, the support means everything to me, and it's nice being on the other side of it now. Like, every morning we're all here railing the first hour of play, then we all have stuff to do, but usually one of us is always coming by and like sweating and checking how things are going, and hopefully it keeps going as well as it is.
And finally, Ali, do his Poker Go Tour points count for you?
They should, man. The same last name. It's like, let's flip this up.
All right, he's the leader in the Poker Go Tour presented by Guaranteed Rate. It's Ali Amshurovich railing his dad, Salko. Day 5 of the main, you can feel a certain buzz in the Amazon room as we find John Morgan. All right, John, now stand up for me, please. It is good to see you. I know you play this for the love of the game. Why are you so passionate about poker?
I just like to play it. You know, if I played sports and did all the things when I was growing up, this is a way to continue having some people get together and play your brains out on some of this stuff. But it's really nice to play with these young kids, especially because they're really good, and you watch them play and get a chance to talk to them. Keeps you young. And so I think that poker has kept me young because I'm 80, incidentally.
No way.
Yeah, no, I'm 80. I'm 80.
What was it like to walk into these doors on day 5 of the World Series of Poker Main Event?
I was tired. And I'm tired now. As I was saying to the guys here at the table, is that I was a marathon runner for a while. That probably prepared me better for this World Series than playing poker because I am really tired. And you got to reach back. It's... you know, when they're younger, they're tired too, and of course they some of them burn the candles at both ends. You know, they stay up later than I do. But I'm just really happy to play with them, and this is a great event. I've never gone this deep. I've never gone this deep in the World Series, and you know, we'll see how it turns out. But it's been a fun time.
It's been fun watching you. We hope you find some energy throughout the rest of the day. Thanks for joining us.
I'll get some energy.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Nick, you play some of the highest buy-ins that poker has to offer. What is it, though, about this tournament that stands out for you?
Well, now we're playing pretty high stakes, so this is no different than any of my normal tournaments now. This might be like playing a $200,000 buy-in. But this one stands out because usually aside from the money, the field's so diverse. You know, there's a bunch of different types of players, and the stuff that I play, it's pretty much the same guys all the time. You know what to expect, and the strategy stays pretty consistent, and that's more of like a precision game, knowing the field, and there's just like usually a few amateurs in those fields, and now everyone's different, and you need to adjust pretty much every hand. So it's definitely more interesting, and a lot of different strategies come into play even over the course just from hand to hand. So
thank you for the time. Best of luck on day 5.
Yeah,
all right?
No worries. Thanks, man.
All right, let us take a minute and chat with Jonathan Aguirre. Jonathan, step up for me, please. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Good to see you. How's your main event going so far?
It's been a grind, to say the least. I just haven't had chips for 5 days, so, you know, just trying to make things happen, not make any big mistakes.
You're representative of this, but we see so much crossover between the poker world and the daily fantasy sports world. Why do you think that is?
They're just both peer-to-peer skill games. So, you know, I played poker for 10 years before I moved over to go, you know, help start DraftKings, and now we've become a sports betting and casino and everything company. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, a lot of our big customers came from poker because they sort of just naturally understood, all right, I'm playing against other people. Whoever makes the better decisions for a long period of time is going to win. So, you know, that's what daily fantasy sports is all about. You know, it's the grind, it's the research, and, you know, at the end of the day, the best players win over the years.
I'm going to send you back to the action. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate the time. Nice meeting you too. All right, let's take a minute and chat with Gareth McMahon out of Ireland.
Oh, Jesus.
The table loves this because you, my friend, have been on quite the emotional roller coaster. Yeah? How would you sum up what your last 24 hours have been like in your first main event?
Undescribable, to be honest. Last night was just crazy hand. Like, I got aces back to back. I won a big pot with the first time, and the next hand I got it in with kings, all in pre-flop, and it came out all diamonds. We both had the diamond, and he turned the offsuit king. Oh. And then it was the diamond river, and I just had this like natural reaction and just jumped out of my seat, like, cause it just like died inside and it came back to life. So yeah, but I'm getting absolutely butchered today. So it's like this main event is just a roller coaster altogether. But I'm having a great time playing it. So just nothing else can happen now. Just have to try and spin it up, and that's it.
I did see you die a little inside with the ace king versus the ace 10. We saw it on the
that was brutal too. Yeah, that's a part of it, you know. But still alive, so can bounce back. You never know.
Love your attitude. Since you're short, we don't want you to miss any hands. We're going to send you back to the action. Good luck, Gareth.
Thank you.
All right, he's a software engineer for SpaceX. You may have heard of it. It's Ryo Knip. Ryo, step right up for me, please. I think it's probably you.
But actually, my name is Andreas. I got you now.
Man, he told me beforehand, he's like, I actually go by Ryo. And so I come up here, I'm like, hey, Ryo. And
Which is true. I go by Ryo.
Okay,
Just wanted to trick you a little bit.
Ryo, how is your main event treating you so far?
Well, look at me. I'm standing here, day 5, talking to you. I mean, can be treated better now. I'm super happy, taking it day by day, and just be super glad that I'm part of this experience. It's fantastic. Yeah.
How do the skills in the day job, the analytical, the mathematical mindset translate over to the felt?
I'm trying to use the part of my brain that is focusing on the luck perspective, because that's how I can be successful in this tournament. Now there's all these brains here, but yeah, I mean, I'm happy I can play with the best, and if I can compete, that makes me happy.
Okay, I got to sit you down. You're big blind, but thank you so much for the time. Great meeting you, Ryo.
Thank you.
Ark, I'll make sure you don't miss a hand. Stand up for me, please. Thank you, my friend. So what's this like? We'll scoot this chair over. The lights, the camera, the secondary feature. What's it like for you?
It's amazing. I didn't even think the World Series would happen. Then I didn't think I would make it. But it's an unbelievable experience. Just so grateful to the Rio, all the dealers, and Poker Go, everybody that makes this happen,
I've talked to you over this last week a little bit. This is the softest I've ever heard you speak.
Oh, I'm supposed to speak up. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I'm a little nervous because these guys are really good at poker. Yeah. But so that's why I'm all like soft-spoken.
Gotcha. Let me send you back to the action. Nice hoodie, all right?
Thank you, Jeff.
Might
I like
be from a certain show. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, out here in the Amazon room, Asher Kniff. Asher, you have played so many tournaments and so many main events. What separates the main from all those other ones?
Well, what separates this one from all the other ones for me is that I cashed it.
Congratulations.
It's my first cash out of 9 mains, so that's awesome. The intensity, the duration, it's like an endurance test, really. And like, you're playing 12, 13-hour days, and then you have to go home, rinse, repeat. You have no time to do anything. It's really like you're so exhausted and you're so wired at the same time. It's fascinating.
Has anything surprised you about day 5 specifically?
Kind of just the nature of which you're still playing poker, right? Yeah. Like, it's really intense, but at the end of the day, it's just another poker tournament, and it hasn't kind of set in yet. It's not that like, oh my God, we're playing for $8 million. So it's been interesting.
Best of luck rest of the way. I know somebody on the rail is trying to pay you $5,000 for your mask. I would say yes, but hey, you're the one who's deep in the main.
I don't think he really wants to give me the $5,000.
Thanks, Asher. All right, he is primarily a cash game player, but that would be 5 main event cashes for this man right here, Jake Toole. Jake, stand up for a second for me, please. So what is it about the main that suits your game so well, you think?
I don't know. I definitely ran pretty good, but it's deep stack in nature. I feel comfortable doing it. Been playing it 12 years now, 11 years, so yeah, I feel comfortable.
How comfortable are you with the emotional swings? Because I saw you at the beginning of the day you were short stacked, middle of the day you had a lot of chips. Now you've taken a little bit of a hit.
Yeah, this day has been very, very swingy. But I've played a lot of tournaments, and that's kind of just the nature of them. So just got to grind it out. See what
I don't
happens.
want you to miss another hand, so I'm going to sit you back down. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. All right, last member of the Cracking Aces podcast still alive. That's Jake Toole. All right, a quick minute with now our chip leader at the World Series of Poker Main Event, Koray Aldemir. Stand up for me, please. We'll step back from the table. What has gone so well for you today?
I mean, I'm hitting so many hands. It's incredible. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I just busted my friend Ongyan. With a straight draw and a flush draw against the set. Super unfortunate for him. Yeah, I just keep hitting cards. I'm enjoying the day. Yeah.
Not only him, but Pietrangelo at this table as well. Did you expect the competition to be so tough at this point in the tournament?
Yeah, I mean it keeps getting tougher, like day by day. Of course, it's normal. Everybody at my table knows how to play poker. Everybody's pretty good. So, but yeah, that's what I expected. Yeah.
We'll send you back to the action. Thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. We got to talk with the members of the Rigby Rail. Gentlemen, can I have you guys turn around for a quick sec? Face the camera.
Hey, just make
This
sure
is
you
a
address him
beautiful
as MMA specialist Connor Arley. Is that
MMA specialist, Connor Arley. What is it about your guy Rigby that'll make him succeed?
We love Rigby.
Yeah.
Rigby's,
Oh, now you're quiet.
Oh, my man. Rigby's blue collar.
Yeah.
He's from Pittsburgh. Really the POW, Pittsburgh, Ohio, West Virginia area. He's blue collar. He's the man. He's the best one left in the event. Look at the guy. Oh my God.
Absolute legend.
A legend. Why is that?
Yep.
He's not a
lives
poker
life
pro,
the way you're
he's a
supposed to
pro
live
in
it.
life.
He lives life the way you're supposed to live it. That's all I can say about him.
Have you guys played poker with Rigby before?
all the time?
Unfortunately,
All the time. Yeah.
We love him.
We play cash games with him. He's a Pittsburgh cash game legend.
And what is it about the 3 deuce that he loves so much?
So
They used to call it the diaper, but now they call it the Rigby.
the diaper is a famous hand in Pittsburgh. The 3 deuce is called the dirty diaper if it's offsuit, but it's the diaper if it's suited. And we play it all the time. It's like, so in Pittsburgh, it's the 7 deuce game. You know, you bluff, you show it, everyone pays. So the 3 deuce is the 7 deuce. So his range always includes the 3 deuce. So just know that it could be aces, it could be kings, it could also be the 3 deuce. And he's not folding it if he doesn't have to put his whole tournaments in. So it's just it's something that the players have to be aware of, that the 3 deuce is in his range.
And finally, guys, it's day 5. Can you keep this energy up through day 9?
Buddy,
Are we going to keep it up? I just freaking busted 2 minutes ago, and now we're keeping it up because we love this freaking Rigby. He's the best thing since the tournament's had since Moneymaker. We love the guy. Oh my gosh, the people love him.
We have more people coming tomorrow, so it's going to be triple the size. 100%.
We got people flying in that are crazier than him, so we're strapped in.
We're strapped in as well. Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you guys.
Well, Koray, what level of pressure comes with being one of the chip leaders on day 6 of the World Series of Poker Main Event?
I mean, maybe a little bit of pressure, but I don't see it that way, really. I mean, I love to be in the spot, and I just try to play well and hope to continue being lucky.
You've been in plenty of big spots throughout your poker career. Do you think that gives you an advantage over the rest of the field as far as experience is concerned?
I don't know, maybe a little bit, but I think it depends on the person. Like some people are just naturally more chilled than others. So yeah, maybe some people are more nervous than I am, but I'm still excited. I guess as all the others too.
We're excited also. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, let's take a quick minute to chat with one Chase Bianchi. Chase, stand up for me, please. Look at that stack. How is day 6 of the main treating you?
Running hot. Running super hot. Good timing. Yeah.
I know you've tweeted a lot about this. We've heard some table discussion about this, just about calling the clock, and you'd like to perhaps normalize that. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think calling the clock, we don't have a shot clock like in chess or something, so calling the clock is like the tool that we have. And I think we should use it as a shield, not as a weapon. So I'm not trying to like get under someone's skin or force them to act too quick, but if they're taking too long, then I want to defend myself.
And finally, Chase, we're approaching 6-figure payouts. I know you have a couple special places where this money could go. Tell us about it.
Sure, yeah. So we're very passionate about foster care. Me and my wife have been fostering for a couple years. We've had about 12 kids come through our home. And yeah, it's a really important cause. So we would love to throw some money at, I'll give a shout out to Fostering Hope New England. They're a great organization local to me in Boston area.
Love that. We'll send you back to the action. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. All right, let's take a quick minute to get to know Sean Ragazzini out of Australia. Sean, stand up for me. Join me over here. Bring you back a little bit. I'm doing well. How are you, man?
I'm good, thanks, mate.
That is good. That is good. Safe to say this is a decent showing for your second main event?
Yeah, the first didn't go so well, so this is a lot better. Got some chips, so hopefully you can make a deep run.
What's this entire experience been like for you?
It's been fun. There's a lot of characters that I've been able to play with. So had John Morgan before, so he's quite the character, and a few others. James Woods on day 2, really nice guy. So yeah, it's been good so far. Hopefully it gets better.
We are very deep in the main. How much pressure are you feeling right now?
Not too much. I haven't been on the feature tables yet, so it's kind of good. Just being able to chill out here and have some laughs. So yeah.
Well, we might see you at one of them soon. Thank you for the time. Appreciate it. I'll send you back to the action. Thank you. Yo, Josh, stand up for me, please.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Very good.
I think the easy question for you is, what has gone so well for you today?
Honestly, the first 3 levels of the day, they were really, really tough. But honestly, the hand right before dinner break, I doubled up with aces, chipped up to 10 million, and took down a big pot, bluff catching with King 10 versus Ace 3 of Hearts. Yeah, and here I am now.
How about I go talk to the crazy birds that make up your rail? That sound good to you?
Yeah, they're absolutely embarrassing, but good luck.
Okay, I'll send you back to the action. Thanks, Josh. All right, Chad, follow me real quick. Let's go over to Josh's rail, who has been a very rowdy rail, to say the least.
Hey, let's go! Yeah, Josh! Woo! Future champ!
Yelling is good.
Yes,
what do you
yelling is
think makes Josh the future champ?
I'm telling you, he was, a week before this, he was putting in his hours. He was really grinding. Like, he was actually in the lab, like, putting in the work. He deserves this out of anyone out of here. And he's my good friend, so.
And why are you guys rooting for Josh? I want the best answer possible.
Filipino.
Oh my God.
I love Filipinos.
I think that sums it up right there. I'll send it back to you guys. That was perfect. You guys can go nuts again.
Yeah, let's go! Josh!
Pafo MC, how does it feel to still be in on day 7 of the World Series of Poker Main Event?
Okay, first, sorry about my English.
It's
not
okay,
good.
you're totally fine.
It's amazing for me. I'm very happy to be here. I know that it's very difficult to be here. A lot of people play the main event. And I know that maybe this is the unique time in my life. So, enjoying.
Thank you so much for the time. Best of luck today, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, just one table left out here in the field in the Amazon room. Let's take a quick minute with Matt Jewett. Matt, stand up for me, please. Let's walk all the way this way so we don't take away from any of the action. So what was it like for you to walk into this room on day 7 of the World Series of Poker Main Event?
It doesn't feel real, man. I have $11.5 million on day 7 of the freaking main event. This is a dream come true. I'm so happy. My whole family's over. My family and friends are railing me, and I couldn't be more blessed. I'm in a great position.
I know your parents came in to surprise you. What does this kind of support system mean to you?
I wouldn't be here without them. That's 100%. Like, I believe that with all of my heart. They have been a huge support my entire life. They have believed in me when I don't even believe in myself, and having that kind of love and support there means everything.
We love to hear that. Best of luck today. Thank you. All right, we are out here on one of our secondary feature tables, being a little quieter. Don't want to disrupt the action this late in the main event. I am, though, going to steal our guy, Ark. Come join me for a quick sec. Just a quick talk away from the action. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's been super fun. This is a great group of guys to play with. Everybody chatting, having fun. I came in with 13. I never lost a big pot. I've just kind of lost a lot of small ones. I haven't won any, but I have 7 million, which is plenty. And yeah, I just don't want it to end. And I'm thinking make one more break, and then make one more break after that. And then I'll start playing serious. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'll just guns blazing, Scarface, last scene, bazookas, whatever.
Exactly what we want to hear. I want to send you back so you don't miss a hand.
Thank you so much.
All right, a good time for us to check in with Ryo Kniep. I'm going to be quiet. Ryo, step up this way for me, please. You're back in the interview chair.
Jeff, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing? And I want to know
Yes.
how you were doing when the cards were on their backs. You with the Ace King of Diamonds,
Oh my
Chance going
God.
5th Queens. What kind of emotions are running through you then?
Well, the most extreme ones that you can think of. I mean, like, it kind of shoots through your head. Like, this is the moment. This is like where you know you have to run good. You have to be lucky. You have to win the flips, as they say. And I lost a couple before, and I was like hoping that the universe is, fair, which is not, as we know. But I was like, okay, this is my time. It has to be. And I don't know if you heard it, but when the diamonds came out, I said, now I'm a favorite. Yeah, just prove myself, right? It was like, okay, the burden of like being out of the tournament.
it feels like the burden is magnified because everybody's watching, right? It's like, I don't want to disappoint the people. So yeah, I mean, crazy roller coaster within seconds. Yeah.
So with that burden, do you also feel a little bit of pressure now as one of the chip leaders in the main event?
I do. I feel like I should not fuck up. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. You're just being honest.
And for example, I had a big hand against I think Jared or Jeff, and you know, it was a flushy board, a 4-card straight, and I almost called off with an ace high, which probably I should have. I had a gut feeling I should. And then I started to say, no, you know, don't take these risky spots, very high variance, like when in doubt, fold. And you know, I let it go. Maybe I was bluffed, maybe not, but I'm happy I did. And I only realized later that I'm happy that with the decision, you know, that maybe I was wrong in the moment, but the mindset is right. And so maybe it's good to have the pressure. You know, it forces me to think twice.
Best of luck rest of the way. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, Josh, describe for us what day 7 has been like for you.
Obviously a dream, man. You know, obviously you can see my rail behind me. Everyone's going absolutely nuts. I felt really bad for, you know, having everyone come out to see me when I was around, you know, 7 million in chips, 8 million in chips, but we were able to turn it around super quick within the last hour of the last level. So,
do you feel more pressure going in to the end of the night as one of the bigger stacks?
Actually, no. The only pressure that I had was not having enough woos in my crowd. But honestly, I'm ready to take it down.
Your crowd's great. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Good luck today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What an absolute battle, Koray. Congratulations. I'm going to get to you in just a minute. George, from one big blind on day 7 to a second place finish in the World Series of Poker main event, how would you sum up your experience here?
Unbelievable. I still can't put it into words. I mean, maybe a week from now I'll be able to tell you how I feel, but it's been a grueling week and a half. This guy was amazing, tough all night. That's about it. Good game, well played. Man.
Congratulations on a great run. I hope we see more of you in the future. Koray Aldemir, you have just won the 2021 World Series of Poker main event. What does this title mean to you?
Yeah, I mean a lot, as you can tell. Yeah, it's just the dream of every poker player, I want to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It feels great. I mean, George was so tough to play against him. He played really, really well. So I'm very happy that I could beat him.
How were you able to maintain your composure throughout the ups and downs of this heads-up match?
I mean, it was an incredible, stressful week for all of us, I think. So it was tough to do that. Yeah, I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes. Everybody did probably, but yeah, I just tried to stay calm and play as good as possible.
You ready for the fun part now?
Yeah, I guess I need a few minutes, but after that, yeah.
Well, to present the World Series of Poker main event bracelet to you, here is World Series of Poker Vice President Jack Applejack. Take it away.
Unbelievable, Koray. You played unbelievable. What an accomplishment. You know, almost 2 weeks worth of play. You made it. Here you are, the 2021 main event champion. On behalf of Caesars Digital and the World Series of Poker and our friends at Jostens, I'd like to present you with the main event bracelet. Congratulations, my friend. Hold it up so we can see it.